Boelter paid $900 for a Buick and an e-bike that authorities believe was part of the getaway scheme.
There's a million things that we were trying to do to track him, find him, do historical searches, to contact families, and, everything you can imagine, and then some is being done by these detectives.
There was a moment during the chaotic 43-hour manhunt when Brooklyn Park Police Chief Mark Bruley lost some faith. Law enforcement might quickly apprehend the armed suspect who assassinated Mark and Melissa Hortman. Vance Boelter had slipped out of the large 3 to 4 mile perimeter that was locked down in Brooklyn Park on Saturday. But investigators believe they had tracked him down this North Minneapolis home where he rented a room.
Searching the house when Minneapolis SWAT searched the house for us and didn't find him, and he wasn't there, that was a little deflating. Because now it was like, wow, we have, quite honestly, at that moment, no leads.
But by Saturday night, they were back on Boelter's trail. That is when the Fox 9 newsroom heard a radio bulletin dispatched to law enforcement in South Dakota to be on the lookout for a Twin Cities man, a, quote, potential person of interest, the owner of this Buick sedan. Federal prosecutors now say Boelter bought the car during a random meetup near this North Minneapolis bus stop Saturday around 7 a.m. The two then boarded a bus to the man's home where they apparently got into the Buick and drove to a U.S. bank branch in Robbinsdale. That is where Boelter is captured on security camera wearing a cowboy hat and where court documents reveal he drained his bank account of $2,200. Paying $900 to the man for his e-bike and the car. Boelter abandoned that vehicle near his rural Sibley County home Sunday morning. Bruley said he believes Boelter was hoping to sneak back to his Green Isle home.
I think that we had made his world so small that was the last place he probably had some resources hidden that he could get. He was kind of a prepper, and I think he thought that there was resources, money, maybe go bag, guns, who knows, that he could get from that location if he could sneak back in there.
Fox 9 drone footage shows the path through the fields where Boelter eventually surrendered. Fox 9 obtaining these additional photos of his arrest as SWAT teams took him into custody.
My biggest worry that he tried to take, police out with him when he went, and that's why I was on pins and needles as those final minutes went by, because I was so scared. So once he was in custody, man, I was elated.
I have made contact with the man who apparently sold Vance Boelter the bike and the Buick. We know police responded to homes of his family members in search for him over the weekend, but at this point, it appears from court filings that the two men had truly never met. So it remains unclear if he had any knowledge whatsoever of who he was doing business with.